And spring season is coming to a close, and get ready for a bunch of anime reviews of the stuff that I watched. Here comes an observation log of my fiance who calls herself a villainess. The review. That prince right there, he is the prince of this land, and he is also like emotionally unavailable. He finds the world boring. He hasn't been challenged. He knows he's going to be king, and even that doesn't really strike him as something that'd be interesting. And then in his youth, he meets this young girl right here, and she claims to have knowledge of the future and knowledge of this world, and also claims that this world is an otome game, which is basically a dating game. And she is the villainous character in said otome game. And so the prince thinks that's wild and silly, but piques his interest, and then she predicts the future completely accurately, and he's just like, well, this is interesting, finally. And the show is basically him watching her and slowly but surely falling in love with her because she is super quirky and fun and interesting. And yeah, knows stuff about the future, but isn't really the best at enacting said plans and fancies herself trying to be like an A plus villain, but ends up just like doing nice things for people, and people end up liking her and stuff because she is very cute and very kind. And it's super easy to see why he would fall for her, and then also why she would fall for him because he finds her endlessly entertaining. He keeps like doing nice stuff for her and helping her and like caring for her. Ultimately, the big friction in here is not necessarily whether these people will get together, but it's more about how her knowledge of the future and knowledge of future events is going to change things, because she is constantly trying to push him towards the actual heroine of the game. And I think it's just such a cool premise. It's a neat idea. I like this world. I like where they go with it. There's the premise gives so much stuff that you could do. It's very ripe for interesting ideas and interesting things. What does the future actually hold? How do changing events change the story of the game? She has knowledge of the future, of multiple futures for the prince. Are we going to go down the right one? And if the prince falls in love with her, is that going to completely change the future? Is that going to send him down a dark path? It's really cool. It's really interesting. And this the idea of being isekai'd into an otome game is not new, but this twist, having it come from the prince's perspective and not the character who has knowledge of the future's perspective, I think is really neat and does this show a great service. I had fun with this all the way from beginning to end. An observation log of my fiance who calls herself a villainess. Very easy, 9 out of 10.